The opulent study reeked of fear and iron. Rishi Mehta, the business tycoon, lay sprawled on the plush carpet. His lifeless eyes stared at the ornate ceiling. Blood painted a gruesome halo around his head. A single phrase, scrawled in crimson on the wall, chilled the very marrow: "Justice delivered." The first officer on the scene, a rookie still wet behind the ears, fumbled with his phone. His voice trembled as he called it in. Murder. In this neighborhood? Unheard of. The wheels of justice, greased by money and influence, began to turn. But this time, they churned towards an unknown destination. Inspector Aryan Malik ran a hand through his weary face. Sleep was a luxury he couldn't afford, not with a case like this. His eyes, sharp as a hawk's, scanned the scene. Every detail mattered, every shadow whispered a story. A man of few words, Malik commanded respect with a mere glance. His reputation preceded him, a relentless pursuer of truth, unfazed by wealth or power. The air crackled with anticipation as he stepped into the study. The game was afoot. The study was a fortress. No forced entry, no witnesses. A single window, overlooking the manicured lawns, offered no clues. The killer was a phantom, slipping in and out with impossible ease. Malik interrogated the household staff, their faces pale with fear. The victim's assistant, Neha, a woman with haunted eyes, drew his attention. Her story was a tangled web of contradictions, her gaze darting nervously around the room. Something wasn't right. This wasn't just a robbery gone wrong. This was personal, and Malik was determined to uncover the truth, no matter how deeply buried it lay. Neha's composure crumbled under Malik's relentless questioning. She confessed, her voice a choked whisper, that Rishi Mehta was not the man he projected to the world. Behind the facade of success lurked a predator: embezzlement, harassment, blackmail. The accusations tumbled out, painting a picture of a man who wielded his power like a weapon. Neha had been his victim, trapped in a web of fear and silence. Until now, the name hung in the air like a whispered threat. Kalki, an online vigilante group shrouded in anonymity, dispensing their own brand of justice upon the corrupt elite. Rumors swirled around them. Ruthless, efficient, untouchable. Could they be involved in Rishi's murder? The phrase "justice delivered" echoed their chilling modus operandi. Malik dove into the murky depths of the internet, searching for any shred of evidence that could link Kalki to the crime scene. The lines between justice and vengeance were blurring. The deeper Malik dug, the more he realized the extent of Rishi Mehta's web of deceit. The man was a spider, spinning a web of lies, corruption, and violence, and he was not alone. Powerful allies moved in the shadows, protecting their interests. Threats began to surface, veiled warnings to cease the investigation. Someone within the police force was compromised, leaking information, protecting the guilty. Malik found himself walking a tightrope, the ground beneath him riddled with treachery. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. A seemingly insignificant detail, a misplaced phone call, a discrepancy in an alibi. It all pointed towards a suspect Malik had initially dismissed. A master manipulator hiding in plain sight. The confrontation was tense, the air thick with unspoken accusations. The mask of normalcy finally slipped, revealing the ugliness beneath. A confession spilled forth, a tale of betrayal, desperation, and a thirst for revenge.